Hello and welcome to your Google Chromebook. I'd like to begin by giving you a little tour of essentially your desktop area. First of all, in the lower left hand corner you have what's called the Apps Launcher. When you click on the Apps Launcher, you will see shortcuts or icons that will lead you to various apps that you might use on your Chromebook. You will notice that there are little sliding lines that take you through pages of the apps, and that will allow you to kind of navigate back and forth between the many different apps that you end up having installed on your Chromebook. The area down here at the bottom is called the shelf, and on the shelf you can actually add shortcuts to various apps that you use more frequently that you'd like to have easier access to. You also have a status area in the lower right hand corner here. From here you can easily see the time, you can see your Wi-Fi and what you're connected to, how much battery you have left, and also which account you're signed in with. When you click on the account icon, you get a little bit more information about each of those. Here's where you would check the Wi-Fi and maybe change the Wi-Fi connection if you're in a public place or at your home. It's also where you can find sound settings. In the lower left hand corner here you have a shortcut to the help, or to shutting down, or to locking your screen. And also up at the top you have a shortcut to be able to easily sign out. Another great way to access the help, which is very useful when you're getting used to this new device. Again, we saw it here in this little question mark icon in the status area. But there's also an icon in your launcher. So if I click on the Apps Launcher, and the very top here there's a green question mark for the Get Help. So I'm going to click on that. That opens up the help for the Chromebook. You might have seen this when you first logged on for the first time. There was a tour screen that popped up that brought you into the help area. There are some great areas in here though that I'd like to point out to you. If you go into this new to Chromebooks area, it gives you some great things to review. First of all, I'd take a look at the Chrome touchpad tips, because the Chromebook touchpad is a little bit different than other devices we've worked on. For example, the right click is touching with 2 fingers at the same time on the touchpad. So instead of having a button that you right click on, you actually take 2 fingers and touch them at the same time to the touchpad. You also are able to swipe by taking 2 fingers and moving them up and down and scroll. So take a look at those. Another area that I'd like to point out to you is the keyboard shortcuts. There are lots of keyboard shortcuts available for you. So taking a look in this area will help familiarize yourself with some of them. For example, Control-Shift-L will lock your screen. So if you're stepping away from your computer or your Chromebook and need to use the restroom or such, you can use Control-Shift-L and that will lock your screen. Also, doing Control-Shift-Q twice will sign out of your Chromebook. Control-Shift-T is very handy because it will open your last closed tab. So if you accidentally close a website you were working on, you can do Control-Shift-T to reopen that tab. Control-Shift-Question mark actually opens this help screen, which can be very useful. And also Control-Alt question mark opens an interactive keyboard. So I'm just going to do that one really quick. It's again Control-Alt question mark, and it opens this interactive keyboard that shows you what many of the keyboard shortcuts are. So if I hold down the Shift key, it shows me what shortcuts are available when I hold down the Shift key. If I hold down the Control key, you can see the interactive keyboard changes and it shows what shortcuts are available when holding down the Control key. Alt will do the same thing. So this is a great way to kind of get to know what some of the keyboard shortcuts are. They can help you use your Chromebook much more quickly. Also, I just want to point out that there is a search box up here. So if you need help, for example, connecting to Wi-Fi, I can search Wi-Fi and I can get some information about that. Or if I'm struggling using my Chromebook offline, I can search offline and again get some useful help for that. So again, that was the help that can be very useful for you in getting used to your Chromebook.